time to prep, when he has time to learn. He's a scary threat, and I know he's been looking at this one, and he wants to run back. So we're going to go straight into it, and it is the Inkling coming out, which is interesting because I think it was Logie I was talking to, but it was saying that, like, and pretty confidently, that, like, the Inkling is just Shaneak's best character.
Yeah, I mean, we were saying this a little bit. We were saying this, it was yesterday, I believe, or a little bit earlier on when Shaneak was on stream, but it's the fact that at this point now, you're 6 years into the game and you're still playing Inkling, you've really got that, like, next level of knowledge. You've just got to grind out these matchups, even if they seem that little bit more difficult. And the UK is a good place to learn the Inkling matchups. We've got quite a few good ones. Unfortunately, none of them live in London. So, you know, Skaws potentially having to sort of dig deep, maybe dig back about 3 years ago when everybody was playing Inkling, try and get some of this matchup knowledge. But Smar, as you said, you know, the man is a grinder. The man would have looked at his projected path and definitely would have had, you know, Shaneak in the back of his mind when it came to that prep work.
Yeah, I mean, but of course, there's only so much prep work you can do, and Shaneak laughing it off there, but I mean, that's a devastating kill there, the up, the booyah coming out. As, of course, Shaneak just going to get also much damage here, and obviously, Inkling, you know, it don't matter, actually, doesn't matter what I'm about to say, because you kill anyway.
I was going to say, Skaws just evening it back up straight away as well. Another player who, you know, up tilt to up air, he's got an entire chart with all of those percent ranges, and he's so good. He'll definitely have that in his mind, either by heart or with that little chart that he himself made. So again, both of these players very much, you know, character specialists almost to a fault, and, you know, Skaws, at the end of the day, he is trying to get that first victory for him as he goes forward, just keeping Shaneak at the moment on the ledge. Ooh, I love that little attempt at the link up there, just try and combo off of the boomerang. Unfortunately, Shaneak being a little bit too far away, and I love that Skaws just jumping away, tech chase down smash from Shaneak and a ledge trap. What can we see here?
I think Skaws playing well, like applying good shield pressure to him, and didn't quite get a follow up from the bomb there. I think both players are trying to, like, keep a nice distance between each other. Obviously, Toon, like, another up air confirm just takes it over Shaneak.
Yeah, I mean, it's like, we can't talk about it, but the lingering hitbox of that up air is crazy.
Yeah.
Like, you can literally just throw it out there as just, like, you know, wobble it around in the air a little bit, and chances are people will just fall into it. And honestly, the way Skaws is playing right now is crazy. Like, he's just capitalizing off all his advantage. Does get hit by the down smash here, but the bomb actually saving him, taking too much damage, as Shaneak is still on the hunt for this kill. Gonna get it with the back throw there, but Skaws in a good place with a good lead here.
It's wild as well, because Inkling is definitely not that character that can sort of cheese those early kills. They can rack up the damage really quickly, don't get it twisted.
Oh, yeah.
But in the same vein, it's still going to take a good few combos and a good few more interactions in neutral to be able to get that damage to the point where, you know, rollers are going to start killing, Booyah is going to be in that percent range. Meanwhile, Skaws, one bomb confirm and a little bit of suspect DI, and it could spell the end of game one for Shaneak, and we can see already just a lot of these splat bombs coming out, a lot of this walling in neutral, and again, that damage is racked up so quickly. Smart's dead even.
It really is. Like, suddenly, I mean, this is what you're saying, Joycey. Like, this character makes the combos happen. It gets the strings, gets the damage up. But what can you do? Can you finish it off? Like, needs to get the roll or something here. Needs to get the confirm. But equally Skaws. It's just on the hunt. That's an up there, not going to kill just yet. But Shaneak is really racked up the damage now. This is terrifying for Skaws to be in. Just needs to keep going. The bowler out of shield is absolutely just devastating. But thankfully Skaws is able to avoid it. Both these players literally on the hunt here. Skaws playing this so carefully. Literally, like, just needs one touch of an up air or something like that to take away. But Shaneak is on the hunt equally.
A dash attack.
Dash attack, yeah.
I was going to say, just about catching it.
Ah.
Yeah, just out of range. Unfortunately, a lot of rage is going to be
God.
curtains. And look at that. I love the attempt. What maneuverability from Shaneak, but that strong forward air.
Wow. What a way to hold composure from Shaneak there. Good lord. I mean, literally, made one mistake, threw out one risky option, you are done. But, like, even then, with, like, the up airs coming up from Skaws, like, he was terrifying under that platform. Like, did you just jump it up and down, like, waiting for Shaneak to do something is so damn terrifying in a last hit situation like that.
It did feel like Skaws had that brief moment where he began to crumble a little bit under that pressure. I think the fact that he had such a lead was maybe getting to him a little bit, and then Shaneak, those little pokes and jabs to just get that 50, the 60 to 70, and then suddenly it felt like Skaws recomposed himself in those last few moments. So I just want to make sure that composure is just still there if he's going to take the set, because at the end of the day, you can't afford to crumble in those situations. It's worth mentioning, although the set record is very much in Shaneak's favor, the game count would not suggest that. It is very, very, game 4s, game 5s, pretty much every single time. So they are very, very close in level. It is just Shaneak that just ekes out that final game that at the end of the day does make all the difference.
Yeah, exactly that. And again, Skaws taking a moment here just to reflect on what he needs to do. Yeah, probably sort of looking at the notes and just remember, okay, right, if this is what I'm going to do. But, we have Shaneak getting up. Oh, is he...
Is that enough?
Oh, GG's! GG's!
Well done,
Skaws.
Skaws, making top 8.
Yeah. Right, can we get a CPU sub in, or what's happening? Oh, okay. Well, he might be waiting. He might be going to loo or something. We'll find out in a second. Oh no, never he's back.
It was quick.
Yeah, just again, both players taking their time. Sometimes I know Skaws likes to take a little bit of a longer break in between games. He's not the kind of just be like, run it back, get me back in there. He likes to sort of take a moment to reflect on his mistakes.
Figure out what he's doing.
Okay.
Bye. Oh.
Well, this gives the Skaws the opportunity to just sit back, relax, enjoy it.
I'm sure this will actually benefit Skaws a little bit. I'm sure after that game 1, he might be feeling a little bit nervous, maybe getting stressed, maybe a bit shaky. I know he's just giving some time to compose himself again. So
yeah. No, I mean, it's especially in a last hit situations like that. Yeah. Obviously, I'm sure all of us have been in those positions, and you do kind of come away. Your heart rate is going like that. Your hands are a bit like that. So actually, just having a moment just to kind of, compose yourself your way out. I mean, production, we might as well sort of cut back to us while we sort of just wait. We've got our beautiful faces on the screen. Just while we're waiting for Shaneak to do what it is. Hello there, welcome back. So, obviously we're going to be getting into Game 2 very, very shortly soon as Shaneak has sorted out whatever Shaneak needs to sort out. But, I mean, kind of thoughts on that Game 1?
Definitely very, obviously we saw it was a very close Game 1. I think one thing about Inkling is that they fall under the category of characters that they kind of struggle to kill at a lot higher percent. Although if they get their confirms at earlier percent, it's a lot easier to kill off of it. Obviously Inkling's main kill confirm being Booyah or getting a roller confirm. Although if they don't get any of those and then you're stuck at 160 and they're playing around roller, it's really hard to get the kill. And it's good that Shaneak got the kill on Skaws when he did. Because I think the forwarder killed him at 140 maybe, so still pretty late, all things considered. But I think Skaws he's definitely a very good player playing very evasively. I've seen him camp out Kazi, as camp out other characters of the sorts. But so he's.
Oh, there we go. Okay. Excellent. So. We have got confirmation. There he is!
Hooray! He made it.
Go. All right, so we're going to get in. We got the thumbs up as well. We're going to go into Game 2, see if Skaws can make it back through. See if Shaneak has learned from this as well, because obviously, equally as much as Skaws can learn from things, Shaneak can as well. It goes both ways.
Yeah, and I was going to say, it feels like Shaneak got a really good handle on the projectile patterns that Skaws was throwing things out at. It felt as if, being very aware in particular of the bomb at that, kill confirmed percent, just making sure to really make Skaws work for that kill. And he wasn't able to find it then, but it's at these early percents where it feels like Skaws is really, really shining. And we're going to see any kind of punish. Just the roll and then into the up till up air. I love that little bit of movement there from Skaws. However, not quite managing to get that tech chase. Shaneak just keeping that center stage. However, the bomb is in hand and Smile, we know what he's after.
Exactly that. I mean, he just needs to get these confirms going. But again, it's the up there. But no, not going to do it just yet. Skaws hang on. But again, the weight underneath the platform throwing out the up smash is so powerful, so potent. Obviously, Skaws, again, he's equally just going to shark underneath the platform. I think Skaws just waiting as well, just standing there, waiting to see what Shaneak does, is devastatingly scary.
At the moment, again, just these levels upon levels of respect. It feels like Skaws is almost waiting for Shaneak to give him an opportunity, and Shaneak is just refusing to let him get pretty much anything at the moment. And that forward air once again, shades of that last stock of Game 1, just taking the stock fairly early on, and this is where things can get really scary against Inkling. I love that DI there from Shaneak, and even the up smash not quite being enough. It's so frustrating in those moments where you had all of that rage in the up smash. Definitely would have killed a while ago, but
that was so close.
yeah, just being outside of it, it's getting so difficult for Toon Link to find that. It's going to be, you know, even up till upper, I think is well past that point.
Absolutely. I was mentioning earlier about how Inkling is one of those characters that, oh yeah, if you get past like the kill confirm, if you get like out of the kill confirm percent ranges as Toon Link or as Inkling, as I was saying, it's hard for them to find the kill. And it seems like Toon Link's like one of the similar characters, although they do have that up air shield, frame 6, I believe, which does kill like very comfortably.
Yeah.
Although it's a bit of a rough position for Skaws right now, obviously.
It's so tough as well. Like obviously being against a character like Inkling and what Inkling can do, you don't want to be a stock down. Like you want to be in sort of that good position always. Of course, like Shaneak just going to rack up all this damage here. Skaws trying to find a way through. You can see he's doing his best, obviously, the down air just to interrupt things. Get these dash attacks as well. Do like these sort of just little quick bursts of damage here from Skaws. The forward air going to connect as well. And suddenly a lot of damage has been piled up. This is not impossible. Interrupted recovery with the bomb there, but not enough to actually kind of, you know, get the stock just yet. Meanwhile, Shaneak firing back with that forward air. And obviously now in a position to potentially start killing.
I was gonna say, I love these rollers from the ledge from Shaneak, almost trying to demand that little bit of respect from Skaws, but again, it's just now more of this defensive style. However, you can't just roller out of the corner. I love that little bit of a grin there from Shaneak, knowing, okay, it might have been a bit of a cheeky option. I'm just basically making sure that you're still, you know, you're not asleep at the wheel.
Yeah, getting a bit too greedy, I would say, but I'll be honest. Whenever I see Skaws at ledge or someone at like really low percent, I'm always just putting that downer at ledge. If anyone's seen Skaws versus Rain from I think it's MCQ.
I was there.
yeah.
Don't you worry, I was there.
That was a rough one. Although Inkling's not that type of like fast faller character, so it wouldn't have quite killed a 0. But I'm always expecting it whenever I see Skaws at like that position versus someone. And it's a scary one to be in. You could lose your stock so quickly just from a simple 2 frame from down air at ledge.
It's 166% on Skaws. That forward air definitely on the table. Back air gonna need a little bit more percent to get it going, but this is where things can get a little bit scary if Shaneak is not careful. And I love that. Gets hit by the one boomerang and just ejector seats out of there. We're not having anything to do with it. However, the bomb into up air. This is getting more and more scary for Shaneak with the landing forward air. Just about takes that. And
comeback though.
I was gonna say, Skaws has found a bit of rhythm there.
Yeah, I mean, again, it's so frustrating because like Skaws is getting so damn close every single time. And like even with an SD there, like the comeback was monumental. I mean, it's ironic, like we've seen both sides, like it felt game 1 was Skaws holding the lead. And then game 2 was Shaneak holding the lead, but Skaws made the comeback this time. And it's like, it's so damn close each time. It's just, you know, but unfortunately when you're that sort of damage output, you know, and that sort of percentage, Shaneak can just literally fire out with kind of anything and it will take away the stock. It's just, you can't be that high percentage against them and, you know, sort of while also trying to get your own, you know, damage in.
It's really, really difficult. And that's the thing, like we said a little bit earlier on, it is very much the nature of their set record where it has been fairly close each and every time. It has been a lockout for quite some time, but in the same vein, you know, it does appear to be Shaneak who is managing to just clutch out in those crucial moments. You did mention, of course, those, you know, couple of early stocks, couple of unfortunate SDs coming out from Skaws, but in the same vein as well, it has just been Shaneak with this really good understanding and really good maneuverability around all those projectiles that Skaws is throwing out. And in particular, I like the fact that for the most part, Shaneak is making a real point of staying behind Skaws, because if you sort of cross up on Toon Link's shield, I mean, you can get hit by back air, but back air is never, ever going to be killing you realistically.
Yeah.
Whereas obviously, you know, the up airs, the forward airs are going to be what Skaws is going to be looking for. So I love the fact that Shaneak has already got this idea when he's at kill percent of like, okay, I've got to watch out for the bombs, I've got to watch out for, you know, up air and forward air. So if I just land behind, fairly safe, I should be okay. We're heading to a slightly longer stage here, Stadium 2, you know, a stage that we've seen maybe too much of over the course of this tournament, but Skaws going to be looking to get a game on the board and begin to man that comeback.
And so, yeah, it's interesting because, like, yeah, we do have to be along the stage. In just it's one of the sort of things you've kind of sort of noticed, like, you know, kind of does Skaws need this bigger stage? So, oh my god, you know, I think he needs something. You know what? Never mind.
Because they might need a stretcher at this rate. That was
Honestly.
pretty damn disgusting from Shaneak, and again, just Skaws just playing from behind as ever, and it's so difficult against a character like Inkling, particularly that fast ground movement, being able to get so close to you so quickly and then rack up that damage. It just makes it so frustrating to try and get anything started.
Again, Skaws just sharking underneath these platforms here, but it is Shaneak that retaliates away with the jabs. Again, just sort of just following the direction that Skaws goes as well, just to further, you know, continue the string. It's just a constant fast movement as well, which is just so potent against Skaws. And like again, just waiting out there, does get the upload, doesn't commit to going for the confirm though, and instead just going to see what the Skaws went for, what kind of panic option that he chose to get out of it.
So difficult against Shaneak, using these platforms really well to weave around the onslaught that Skaws is attempting to set up an already 149%. It is sort of like the asterisk over the thing of Inkling can't kill, because yeah, don't get it twisted, we're at 160% right now, but the rate that Shaneak can get to that percent, and even,
so
you know,
quick.
at this point, yeah, you know, obviously roller into anything, any smash attack is going to kill, but again, that forward air has been putting in a lot of work for Shaneak all the way, and we are seeing this much more defensive style coming out from Skaws, just about missing that, and then just a smash attack to boot as well. That forward smash, 3 stocks to 1. Skaws has really got to dig deep to find something here.
Yeah, and again, it's a similar position to what we saw last time, where like, again, you've got to make this comeback against a character that can just constantly rack up the damage, you know, very rapidly. And, you know, trying to do all that while poking away against a player that is quite happy to play patiently as well is so difficult.
Yeah, I like the fact that I believe Shaneak is beginning to recognize the fact that if Skaws is almost expecting you to hold shield after getting hit point blank with the boomerang, because it is safe on shield. It's something ridiculous, like -4 with the strong hit. It's something ludicrous like that. But Shaneak is getting onto the idea, you know what, let's talk about this in top 8, where Shaneak has charged his way into what a really dominant showing.
Clean final stock there. Yeah.
Honestly.
Really clean.
Just clean. Yeah,
it was
pretty,
just clean.
Yeah,
Yeah, you said about
no more to
it
be
was
said.
clean.
No more to be said.
Yeah, I mean, obviously, like, hopefully Skaws can hear us. If he wants to come in to have a chat with us, we will happily accept him. You know, obviously, fully up to his own decision. But we're gonna probably have a little castle shop after this, because I think we have now locked in our top 8.
Yes, so
I
from
believe, if I've been
winners-
counting right.
On the winner's side, I believe it is Bloom Forever versus Mazebeat,
Yep.
and on the other side it is Loogie Kerbal.
Let's take a look.
And in losers, I think it would be Shaneak versus
Ascro.
I don't think was it Ascro?
It's